welcome to Down the Vent. My name's Joe, and today we're taking a look at the Brady Bunch Party Game from Big G Creative. Let's check it out. Okay, before we go ahead and take a look at how to play the Brady Bunch Party Game, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can catch our new reviews every Monday and Friday. Alright, on to the game. So here I have the game set up for 5 players. There are reference cards that tell you what you're going to do each round if you're playing Alice. Alice is kind of like the moderator of the game. She keeps everything moving, and she is trying to figure out who the troublemaker is. So for 5 players here, as you can see on this card, there will be 2 Tattletales. I'll get 2 help tokens, Mom and Dad, which are going to be right there. And then I'll tell you how many cards, the Snoop cards, I will reveal every round. So I have the Snoop cards here. They have been shuffled, and what they have are just only the children that are in the game. You want to go ahead and remove everyone else that is not in the game, and then you'll shuffle those up together. Then you'll shuffle these cards here, and you'll deal out 3 to each player, and you're ready to begin the game. Everyone has chosen their characters already. We have Cindy, Bobby, Peter, and Marcia. I have my cookie tokens, I have my mom and dad token, I have my reference card, and that's all we need. So, before we play the round, Alex is going to reveal 2 Snoop cards, as the reference card says here. So Cindy and Peter will be allowed to snoop this turn. So, everyone's going to go ahead and pick a card, and they put it out face down like this. And then, once everyone has played all the children have played their cards, Alex will tell everyone to close their eyes and hum the Brady Bunch song. So everyone will do, whatever. And Cindy will then get to open her eyes and then snoop at another kid's card. So she can come over here to Bobby, flip it over, and see that, oh, Bobby's played it too. So maybe he's trying to be the Tattletale, because the Tattletale will play lower cards and the troublemaker will want to play higher cards. So when Cindy has looked at a card, she'll go say, I'm done, and then she can tell Peter to open his eyes. She'll say, Peter, I'm done, and then I'm closing my eyes. Then Peter can open up his eyes, and he can choose someone else to snoop on as well. And you can see Marcia's played a 3, so that doesn't really give too much information. Besides, it's not a high card because the cards go from 1 to 6, so it's kind of middle of the road. And once Peter's done, he'll say, I'm done. He'll close his eyes. Everyone will open their eyes up again. And now it's time for Alice to ask some questions. So Alice can say, Cindy, what did you see? Who did you snoop on? And Cindy can lie or tell the truth if she wants. And then after she's questioned however many people she'd like, she can hand out one of her cookie tokens. Cookie tokens at the end of the game will either add or subtract 1 point from the child's score. So if they're trying to be the troublemaker and they have cookie tokens, they can add to their score. But if they're trying to be the Tattletale, they can subtract and hopefully get there as well. So, I just kind of want to see if Bobby, I don't really have any information from Bobby besides maybe he told me he played a low card because he wants to be my Tattletale, so I'll give him a cookie. And then I can decide as Alice if I want to play one of my mom or dad tokens here as well. So, let's go ahead and do that. And you flip it over and it tells you that you'll get to take a look and snoop at one kid's card. So everyone's going to close their eyes again. We're going to do the Brady Bunch song one more time. Bobby will wake up first, and he can look at someone else's card, so he's going to look at Peter. Peter played a 1, so maybe he's trying to be the Tattletale. And once Bobby's done, he'll say, I'm done, and then Alice will open up her eyes, and she's going to say, all right, I'm going to see if I can trust Bobby or not. Bobby played a 2. That's pretty low, so I think I can trust him. Once Alice is done, everyone will open their eyes again. She can do some more questioning if she'd like, ask Bobby what he saw. And Bobby again can lie or tell the truth. And then everyone will go ahead and pull their cards back and put it underneath their stand. Like so. And then we'll deal out cards again to all the kids. Like that. And we'll move the round marker to round 2. And discard the 2 Snoop cards and reveal the next 2. You're going to keep going around like this and around, playing cards and trying to make guesses and figure stuff out until you finish the 4th round. Once you finish the 4th round, all the kids will have 4 cards underneath their player like this. And we'll say everyone got 1 cookie token. And we'll flip the board over. to the accusation side. So now Alice is going to take all the Snoop cards, and she's going to look through and try to figure out who she thinks could be the troublemaker. Well, Cindy never really looked good to her, so just, arbitrarily she's going to choose Cindy and say, I want to go with that because she had a bad feeling about Cindy. So then we're going to go around the table, and the kids will decide if they're going to use their cookies as pluses or minuses, and then they'll add up their score. Cindy has 9 plus 1 from her cookie, or she will say she used plus, so she's at a 10. So she's kind of, right now she's the highest, so she would be the troublemaker. Oh man, Bobby betrayed us. He's got 11. He's got 12. So actually now Bobby is the troublemaker. Peter has a really low score here with 6.5. So Peter is right now the tattletale. And Marcia comes in with a whopping, let's see, she did this. With a whopping 16 points, she is the troublemaker. Okay, so everyone's revealed their points. So on the reference card here, you can see that there's actually 2 tattletales this game. So Cindy and Peter would actually be trying to help Alice to figure out who the troublemaker is, because they win if I win. So now we'll reveal. I chose Cindy. She was not the troublemaker. So Cindy, Peter, and Alice lose, and Bobby and Marcia win the game together. Because if the troublemaker is not caught, then the troublemaker and any of the other kids will win together, except for the tattletales. That's pretty much how you play the game. There's a couple other rules that kind of just to clarify some things later on, but that's it. Let's go ahead and head up and see what I think about the Brady Bunch Party Game. Okay. So what do I think of the Brady Bunch Party Game? It's interesting. It's not like a normal. So first of all, it's a social deduction game, right? But it's not like a normal one where you have set roles and you're trying to do a certain thing throughout the entire game. Your roles will be determined at the end of the game based off of what kind of, except for Alice, based off of how many points you put down, which is kind of strange because everyone pretty much gets 2 pieces of information. Or 3, depending on when your cards come up and stuff like that. So, and there's 4 cards played down per person throughout the game, so you get to, the kids will get to peek at, one person a turn if their card comes up. So there's not a lot of information. I mean, you could play super low cards and hope to end up being the tattletale, or you could play all high cards to end up being the troublemaker. But if you don't have enough of those cards to play every turn, then, because you only have a hand of 3, so it's not like you would know what you're going to have the entire game because you have to play 4. So at least 1 card will be unknown unless you play your new card every turn. So it's kind of strange with that, and it takes the right group to play this. If you have people who are outgoing and not afraid to get into the roles a little bit, yeah, I'm the tattletale, I know blah 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 has been messing around and stuff like that, then it can kind of flop. But if you get a good group of people that are willing to play along and just have fun, then it's pretty interesting. It's a lot of fun then. Playing Alice, you're kind of the moderator of the game, except it all hinges on you deciding who the troublemaker is. And hopefully the tattletale realizes they're the tattletale early in the game, or is going to try and be a tattletale and will help you out and tell you some information. Because if you play a game where no one's giving you any information because they all think they're going to be the troublemaker because they're all playing high cards, woof, it's rough. One game, everyone didn't think they were playing low enough cards to be the tattletale. I think one person was a couple points lower than everyone else at the end of the game because they played a 1 because they didn't have anything else in their hand at the last turn or something like that. And I just got, as Alice, I saw 2 cards throughout the game because I had the mom and the dad token, and that's pretty much all you get to do is look at 2 cards then. So I took a wild guess based off of what I saw one person play twice, but they were only the troublemaker by 1 point. It was super close. So I really lucked out. and me and the Tattletale won, and the Tattletale didn't even think they were going to be the Tattletale. So it's interesting. It's definitely not for everyone. If you're a Brady Bunch fan, I played it with some Brady Bunch fans. They had a great time picking out their characters, and some of them even got into it like, oh, Marsha's always, complaining about Marsha, the character, and stuff like that. So that was pretty fun. So if you have some people that are fans of the Brady Bunch, and they don't even have to be heavy gamers. I played this with non-gamers at all, and even they enjoyed it enough because they were Brady Bunch fans. So give it a try. I don't recommend buying it for everyone. The mechanics are a little weird for people who have been into gaming and social deduction games a lot because there's not set rules and you don't know what's going to happen at the end. I mean, you have no idea who's who, which I guess kind of all social deduction games are like that. So, yeah, so that's the Brady Bunch Party Game. Do you see a game on my shelf that you want me to review next? Leave a comment below and let me know. But until next time, my name's been Joe, and you have been watching Down the Vent. Bye!